Hello everybody. I'm just going to lead a short practice, which is a practice that I like to do when I don't have a lot of time but I want to open into my body and warm up and move and stretch. Okay, so we're going to begin with downward dog. So coming back into downward dog. If you need to take a few breaths here, maybe bicycle out the legs. I like to roll from one foot over to the other foot and just rock the hips from side to side. And then come and find your downward dog. Taking 5 breaths here, rolling the shoulders back away from the neck, or maybe bending the knees, just focus on lengthening the spine. Inhale through to plank pose, so roll the shoulders over in line with the wrists, squeeze the inner arms in towards one another and drive the heels back. Okay, so just taking a few breaths here. This is a lovely core strengthening pose and it's a really warming pose. Keep drawing the tummy in towards the lower back. Exhale, bringing the knees, chin and chest onto the ground. Inhale through to cobra. Taking a few breaths here, keep the cobra small, try and open into the thoracic area. And then exhale back, downward dog. Taking a few breaths. Keep the knees bent if you wish, or else focus on lengthening the spine with the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And from here, we're going to float the right leg up, lifting with the right inner thigh, push the right heels if you're pushing against a wall, and then bend the right knee, hug the knee in towards the tummy, roll the shoulders over in line with the wrists, and then step the right foot up in between the hands. Drop the left knee to the ground. And then slowly inhale, come up into a nice lunge. Just make sure the right knee is not coming out over the ankle, trying to keep the knee in line with the ankle if possible. Inhale up with the arms, roll the shoulders down away from the neck. Take some nice deep inhales and exhales here, and breathing into everywhere that's opening up. Slowly bringing both hands on either side of the right foot. Take a little stretch into the right leg. Bend into the knee, open the chest, look forwards. And then exhale, straightening the right leg. Inhale, bending the knee, curling the back toes under, stepping back into plank. Taking a breath here. Push the ground away with your hands. Dropping the knees, chin and chest onto the ground, and inhale through to cobra. Exhale back into downward dog. Floating the left leg up, lifting with the left inner thigh, and taking a breath or so here. So drive the heel back, try to straighten the leg. Core is working here. Bend the right knee, and then roll over into plank while hugging the left knee in towards your tummy or in towards the chest. And then stepping the left foot up in between the hands, dropping the right knee. Slowly come up. Take your lunge. Roll the shoulders down away from the neck. Long, deep inhales and exhales. And if you wish, you could take cactus arms here. If you're feeling a bit tight in the shoulders. Slowly bring both hands on either side of the left foot, and then straightening the left leg. Bending into the left knee. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest, and then exhale back. Bending into the left knee, curling the back toes under, stepping back again into plank. Taking a breath here, find the strength in the legs and the core. And then exhale, bringing the knees, chin and chest onto the ground. Inhale through to cobra. Exhale back to downward dog. Take a couple of breaths in your down dog. And then slowly walk the hands back towards your feet. into a forward fold here. So if you wish, you could bend your knees, take hold of your elbows. Or if you prefer, you could take hold of the two big toes. Take a moment, open the chest, lengthen forwards, strengthen the legs, strengthen the core, and then exhale down over the legs. Taking 5 breaths here. If you're feeling very tight, just soften the knees. Focus on lengthening the spine, opening the chest, strengthening the legs. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands out, coming back into plank pose. Take a breath in plank. Bringing the knees, chin and chest onto the ground. Inhale through to cobra. Exhale back, downward dog. And then floating the right leg up, bending into the right knee, hugging the knee up towards the tummy, and then stepping the right foot up in between the hands, dropping the back heel to the ground, and then inhale up into warrior 2. Taking a few breaths here. Relax the shoulders, breathing strength into the legs, breathing into that lovely opening in the pelvis. And from here, we're going to start leaning to the right, and then you can slowly bring the right elbow onto the right thigh, raising the left arm, bringing the left arm alongside the left ear. Or if you feel you'd like to work a little bit deeper here, you could bring your right hand down. I like to bring it down beside the right foot. Okay? And then push that right elbow back against the right knee. Taking one more breath here. And then inhale up into warrior 2. Straighten the leg, shorten the stance, getting ready for Trikonasana. Inhale, level off the hips, strong legs, and start reaching to the right hand side, and the right hand comes down. Left hand reaches up. Keep the work in the legs. Keep lengthening the crown of the head outwards. And then rolling that left hip back. Strong work in the legs. Taking one more breath here. And then exhale, bending into the right knee. Bring both hands on either side of the right foot to raise the left heel, stepping back, plank. Bringing the knees, chin and chest onto the ground. Inhale through to cobra. Exhale back, downward dog. Take 5 breaths here. If you're feeling tired, you could always take child's pose. We're just taking one more sequence, the second side of that sequence. So floating the left leg up. Take a breath here. Bending into the left knee, then stepping the left foot up in between your hands. Inhale, come up to warrior 2 on the second side. And again, draw up in the inner arches, strong legs, strong core. Breathing softness and lightness into this lovely expansive pose. Taking one more inhale and exhale. And then inhale, reaching to the left hand side, lightly bring the left elbow onto the left thigh, right arm reaches up and then extends over. If you want to come into this side angle pose a little bit more deeply, bring the left hand down. Keep grounding into the back of the back foot, strengthen the core, looking up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, coming up, warrior 2, hold. And then straighten the leg, shorten the stance. Reaching the arms out, reaching to the left hand side. Left hand comes down, right hand reaches up. And taking 5 breaths here. Keep the work in the legs, strong thighs. Draw up in the inner arches here also. Taking one more breath. And then inhale, come all the way back up. And from here, we're going to level off the feet. Bring the hands onto the hips. So the toes are pointing forwards and the sides of the feet are aligned with the side edges of the mat. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, lengthen forwards. Come into tabletop, so really breathe the length into the spine, openness into the chest. And then if you wish, you could bring both hands down under the line of the shoulders. If this feels strong, soften the knees, or if you feel it's available to you, walk the hands in between the feet and lengthen the crown of the head down towards the floor, taking 5 breaths. Keep the legs working. And then on the next inhale, slowly walk the hands out under the line of the shoulders. And we're going to heel toe the feet together, bending the knees. Feet are maybe hip width apart. If you want to, the heels could be raised, or maybe the heels are on the ground. Coming into Malasana, taking 5 breaths here. Relax the hips, lengthening the spine, breathing openness into the chest, and just gently pushing the elbows against the knees. And from here, all we're going to do is come back into a forward fold and relax forwards, taking hold of the elbows. Bend the knees if you wish, or if you want to, you could straighten the legs. Breathing into the back of the legs. Take 5 breaths. Last breath. And then from here, coming back, either taking child's pose, taking a rest. And that is my short warming practice that I do, and I just have maybe 15 minutes or so. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a lovely day.